What's going on, guys? Seth here for Tasty Loot Gaming, bringing you Tasty Tuesday, and as you notice, it's just me, Chris and Chevy. We'll be back later this week. It's actually my scheduling that's become the problem this week, so it's not their fault. Anyway, quick reminder to play Trackmania Turbo and Mad Max, both are free on PlayStation Plus. You can download those, play those, come back at the end of this month for Plus Club. Tell us what you thought of those games. We'll let you know what we thought of those games. And our game of the month is Persona 5. Make sure to play that as well. Come back at the end of the month for Game of the Month. We'll talk about that game as well. But with that, I have like 5 different things I'm going to talk about. So let's jump into it. First bit of news, you probably already heard, but Shenmue 1 and 2 are both coming out in a collection for PS4, Xbox One, and PC. This collection is an up-resed HD collection and not a full-on remake. It is being billed as the best Shenmue experience to date. The compilation comes with a host of modern features, including fully scalable screen resolution, choice of modern or classic control schemes, PC graphics options, an updated user interface, and the option to enjoy either the original Japanese or English voiceovers. As you also probably know, Shenmue is a very beloved series, and yeah, it's finally coming back out. I bought a Dreamcast less than a year ago just to get Shenmue and Shenmue 2, which I have, and I guess I didn't need to get those. So yeah, what I think is, this is amazing. This is fucking awesome. I did not think these were coming out. It makes sense with the release of Shenmue 3. Coming out that they would do this, and I'm actually really happy that they are. But like I said, I did not expect it, and it's a great surprise because I love Shenmue. I actually never played Shenmue 2. I was planning on beating the first one on my Dreamcast and then playing the second one and getting to enjoy that, but I guess I don't have to. I guess I have them just as collector's items now because this is coming out. I'm absolutely going to be buying this. Really excited. I'm excited for people who never got to play these games to get a chance to play them finally because they're great games, legendary games. They're probably some of the favorite games that were on the Dreamcast. A lot of people didn't get a chance to play Shenmue 2 because it came out so late in Dreamcast's life cycle, and pretty much the fan base was dead at that point. All the hardcore fans were still there, but people weren't buying Dreamcasts or like around that time. So this is really cool. It's cool because we're already getting a bunch of new games nowadays, almost too many. Like, it's hard to keep up. But that's perfect because now when we're getting these re-releases, it doesn't feel like they're kind of just falling back on that to keep you busy. I mean, Xbox kind of does, but we've talked about that a million times. But yeah, now we're getting a little bit of both, and I love getting these re-releases because it gives me a modern way to play these games again. And yeah, like I said, really fucking excited. Let me know in the comments, what do you think about this? Are you going to be picking it up? Did you play the games before? What did you think of them? And let me know everything you're thinking about when it comes to Shenmue 1 and 2. And if you are one of those people who are like, hey, it's Shenmue, I'm just going to say it how I typically hear it. But let me know in the comments, how do you say it? Next bit of news. Second bit of news, A Way Out has reached 1 million people playing it. Joseph Ferris, however you say his name, the guy who created the game, tweeted, "Holy shit, this means that 2 million players have played this game. Thank you so much." What he means by that is A Way Out is a cooperative only experience. So for anybody to have had to play it, there would have had to been 2 people to play it. So 2 million people have played A Way Out, which is great to hear. I'm actually right now working on a review for A Way Out, so that'll be coming out soon. A game that me and Chevy both played. Make sure to check out that video. We played the whole fucking game, 6 hours. You can watch the whole thing with us playing it. We really enjoyed it. But yeah, so that's the news. A lot of people have played it. This is more people who bought the game than EA thought would, like, through its lifetime, and it's already met that. So that's really fucking cool. And yeah, also worth mentioning too, EA doesn't get any money from this game. I'm not sure how that works. I've already looked into it, keep reading up on it. They don't explain how that works, but they keep saying, Hazelight Studios, the people who make it, that EA is not getting any money from this game. So if that's deterring you from buying the game, don't worry about that. Go pick it up. I highly recommend this game. But yeah, I think that this is awesome. It's amazing. I'm glad to see this game is pushing past expectations. I want this game to be very successful because I think it's a very good game. Smaller developers, I believe they started out with like 8 people working on this game, ended up with 40 towards the end of development. Games like this need to be in the spotlight. Yeah, so I mean, like, it's a very cool to hear. I hope more people pick it up. I hope you pick it up if you find it interesting at all. Don't let me pressure you into picking it up. I ain't a fucking shill. EA's not paying me. Fucking Joseph or Joseph Ferris ain't paying me shit. So I mean, they could, but they're not gonna, and I don't care. Fucking just pick it up. It's a great game. But yeah, this is awesome. I don't really have a whole lot to say on it though. They also made the game Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons. If you never played that, go check that one out. I like that one, but this one's way better. I can't wait to see where they go and what they do after this game. So buy that game so they have a chance to make other great games. Third bit of news is more so kind of I feel like something I need to do. So obviously God of War's coming out this week. Everybody's fucking excited. It's getting crazy stellar reviews, and I think that's awesome. I'm going to be picking up first day. I'm sure you guys will be as well. And yeah, that's really exciting. But I think it'd be unfair to let it overshadow another game that's coming out this week. And I know the specific fans of that series are going to be all about it, but I think a lot of people are not going to notice that Yakuza 6 comes out today, or is out today. So I just want to let people know that it's getting really good reviews as well. And if you have not played the series, as much as I'm not a huge fan of it, I would highly recommend it if you're into those type of action brawler, mini game type games. I know Josh, very good friend of mine, guest randomly on the channel, is a huge fan of the series, and we'll be doing a review for the channel, so look out for that. But yeah, I just want to let you guys know that GameSpot gave it an 8 out of 10. IGN gave it a 7.5 out of 10. Polygon gave it 8.5 out of 10. Game Informer 9.25 out of 10. US Gamer gave it 4 out of 5. Games Radar gave it a 4.5 out of 5. So I mean, it's getting stellar reviews. So just putting it out there that this game is really releasing in a bad week, honestly, because it seems like the Yakuza series is finally starting to get some traction after so long. These games have been out forever, and it feels like they're starting to kind of get going. And yeah, I really don't want God of War to overshadow its potential success as much as I want God of War to just crush, but it's gonna do that regardless. So yeah, if you did not know, or if you're curious about Yakuza, great reviews. I personally think the series is pretty good. Josh fucking loves the series, and I know fans of the series love it as well. So make sure to check it out, give it some love, and yeah. As for my opinion on like the game itself, I might pick it up. I'm gonna wait for Josh's review. You guys should definitely stick around for that too when that comes out. I'm sure he's gonna shotgun right fucking through that game, and he'll have that review out for you guys very soon. So last bit of news is pretty much a bunch of stuff EA is coming out and saying recently, and one being to shorten it up, BioWare feels like they've learned a lesson in how to please their fans when it comes to their games. So because of Anthem and its production, the team that worked on Andromeda did not release story-based DLCs for it, and a lot of people were clamoring for it, all 8 of them. I know some people played that game and liked it. Sorry if you find that offensive. I'm sure the game's great, but we all know nobody really played it. But yeah, people who did play it wanted those storyline DLCs. They did not make any because they're trying to work on Anthem and get it finished up, polished, and ready to go. And BioWare, not EA, BioWare feels bad about that. But they're looking at that and they're looking forward and learning lessons from this. So hopefully that means something. But also worth noting, EA says that they have also learned lessons from Battlefront 2. Now, if you were not even living under a rock or something, Battlefront 2 came out and there's a whole big loot box controversy. Look that up if you want the details on it. But pretty much it was fucking up the progression of the game and incentivizing people paying money to get further in the game, or having a better chance in the game. Patrick Soderlund EA's former head of Worldwide Studios said recently about that whole fiasco. I'd be lying to you if I said that that's what happened with Battlefront and what's happened with everything surrounding loot boxes, and these things haven't had an effect on EA as a company and an effect on us as management. We can shy away from it and pretend like it didn't happen, or we can act responsibly and realize we made some mistakes and try to rectify those mistakes and learn from them. We had to take very quick and drastic actions to turn everything off, and we've since worked and redesigned the progression system. People seem to appreciate what we've done, players are coming back, and we're seeing stronger engagement numbers. People seem to think that for the most part we got it right. It doesn't mean we will stop, we'll continue to improve the game. We'll continue to push on these things, and we'll have to be very cautious with what it means for future products. We've taken significant steps as a company to review and understand the mechanics around monetization, loot boxes, and other things in our games before they go to market. For games that come next, for Battlefield or for Anthem, players have made it very clear that we can't afford to make similar mistakes, and we won't. So yeah, EA is talking about how they monetize their games, which was a huge controversial thing. My thoughts on this, first off with the BioWare thing, like I said, I hope, I don't blame BioWare, honestly, with EA over them. All this stuff I've heard about Anthem and the hell that the production of that game's going through, and them trying to fix that, it makes sense. Andromeda did not do well, did not do as well as they wanted it to. I mean, I saw it at Walmart like a couple months after it released for like $13, so that's not a good sign. I didn't play it just because there's way too many negative things I heard about it. I'm sure it's fine now. I should probably check it out. If I find it on like for $13 again, I might pick it up. But I do feel bad for BioWare being in this predicament where they gotta get Anthem done. They gotta fucking make it in a way that people are gonna want to play it and not bitch about it. BioWare has been really under a lot of scrutiny. I mean, like, even Mass Effect 3 made the two creative directors like leave the company and go make beer. Like, they're done with video games. So BioWare's been really dealing with a lot. And so with Anthem coming out and them all working on it, and then the failure of Andromeda and not being able to support the game, this has got to be really fucking rough for them. And I feel really bad that they even have to deal with it. But I'm glad that they are saying they're learning lessons. I feel like those lessons should be obvious, but as long as they're acknowledging it, I get it. And best of luck to them. I fucking hope Anthem is good, and I hope we don't get more situations where games get released, they're not well received, they're unfinished, and they don't get supported because they have to abandon ship to hope that the next ship will be better. It's a really fucked situation. It sucks. So best of luck to BioWare on that, and I really hope Anthem is fucking awesome, and I hope they get to support it and not just go to the next thing. The second bit with EA talking about they learned lessons. You should have, motherfucker. You knew what you were doing. This has been an ongoing thing and a growing thing, and I'm actually very happy to see that not only did people get together and like work towards like boycotting this game or not supporting it and being very vocal about their opinions on this finally, but that they had an effect, we had an effect, and EA, at first kind of tried to bury it, but now they're talking about it. Whether they're actually being sincere or not, they're still talking about it. So it's on their mind. They have to fucking make it better. And if they don't, this is strike one already. We have to fucking stay. I feel like I'm talking to like a revolution or something, but like we have to stay vigilant on like holding people to task on what they're doing. I mean, like the whole consumer seller dynamic is they sell us goods we want, we trust them to sell us something worth money, and that's subjective. They can make whatever the hell they want, we decide to buy it. But when you start doing shady tactics and treating that loyal base of people like they're idiots, it starts to muddy the waters. And EA's been doing it for a long time, and I think Battlefront 2 was finally the last straw. So if they do this again, we got to do the same thing. We got to boycott the fucking game. We got to talk shit about it. We got to be very vocal about how this game is not what we want, and EA needs to take that hit because EA is one of the big three companies. massive company making a shitload of money. They don't care about the individual. They gotta feel the hit before they actually do something. And I feel like they did with Battlefront 2. I hope Battlefront 2 is doing great. I hope people who actually are playing it are enjoying it. I'm not a fan of it, but to each their own. If you like the game and it's back in a place where you can enjoy it, and they did that and they fixed that for you, that's awesome. That's what we have to fucking hope for. But yeah, I still don't trust them at all. So I hope they can switch this around. I've defended them for a long time. I think a lot of people don't think about the business end of things, but you go too far. You push microtransactions to this, and it's impossible to find any goodness in it or any understanding. I'm kind of babbling, but this is such a fucking stupid point of contention. EA is completely in the wrong, and them talking about it, I think they're full of shit. I think it's fucking just PR. But you know, they're gonna have to do something because it has to do with money. And if they're not making the money that they want to make, and that keeps happening, they're gonna have to change things. They're gonna have to fucking meet us in the middle somewhere. They'll be forced to have to fix the problem. So we shouldn't have to be paying extra money in games to progress in the game. We shouldn't be playing games like Destiny where the developer thinks we're fucking idiots and they decide to make the game harder to incentivize us paying for more content or paying for progression. Just like Battlefront 2, we should not be incentivized to have to purchase in-game mechanics and characters and progression. It's fucking, that is sleazeball bullshit that I expect for like free-to-play mobile games made by groups of like 2 people trying to get your money. They're shitty. We know they're shitty. I expect better from a huge company that has so much control over the games we get. So, I mean, that's kind of my rant. I hope it fixes itself. I think it will. It has to. It'll balance itself out. If it doesn't, EA dies. I know it's extreme, but it's true. That's how the market works. So, and they're too big for that. They've been around for a long time, since I was a kid. So, they'll be fine. They'll fix it. But, yeah, I hope they can get out of the mindset of that they need to fucking try and trick people for more money. If you make a good game, you make a dedicated fan base, you're going to get all the money in the fucking world. Look at fucking CD Projekt Red. People are huge fans of The Witcher, and people are dedicated to them. I've bought The Witcher, I think, 2 times now. Witcher 3, 2 times. I probably bought it a 3rd time because I gave my other copy away, just because I love supporting them. So, I know it's weird, blah, 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 but I'm like that. I think a lot of people are like that too. Look at Warframe. So, yeah, nobody wants to feel like the person who's making the awesome content for them is trying to deceive them. So it's shitty. But yeah, let me know in the comments, what do you think about EA? What do you think about what they said? What do you think about BioWare? Do you think they can fix this? Do you think that they're in the wrong? Do you think they're in the right? Let me know. What do you think about me standing? I'm standing because I was like, you know what? I never have room to just like fucking move around and shit, and now I do. So probably won't happen again anytime soon, but it's been nice because I'm kind of an energetic dude, and I like to move a little bit. So let me know in the comments everything you're thinking about, all the things I talked about quite a bit of things because it's just me wanting to get a lot of stuff to fill the void. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this episode of Tasty Tuesday on Tasty Loot Gaming. As always, thank you for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this episode. Make sure to check out our other episodes. Check us out on Tumblr, Twitter, and Facebook at Tasty Loot Gaming. Check out my streams on Twitch at Tasty Senpai, all one word. Make sure to hit the notification button to let you know when I go live. And I promise I'm gonna be doing that here soon. Last like 2 weeks have been hectic as fuck for me, but I'm coming back. I'm already thinking about it. I think once I beat Ni no Kuni 2, which should be very soon. Also doing a review for that. I'll be back to streaming whatever. I'm in God of War. I'll probably stream that whole thing. But yeah, my name's Seth. Until the next episode, have a good week and take it easy, guys.